Hey guys, TC Mabe with New Jersey Fargo League giving you your match report for 5/14/2023. Our current division standings, we have Smoking and Poking at 475, Don't Touch My Balls at 405. Third place, we've got New Boots in a Six Pack with 398. Bag Full of Hammers in fourth with 376. Sinking and Drinking at 373 in fifth place. And sixth place is Highballs with 372. If you ever want to see the breakdowns of how your team's doing or where these points came from, you can always click on the link for your team whenever you have this link. I'm going to put these in the channel there, but if you click on a thing, it'll show you how you did each week against each opponent. So, like in this case here, Karen Verdecchio did 28 points in the first week against Bag Full of Hammers and 39 points in the second week against Sinking and Drinking. Played a total of 9 games and has won 3 of those for 33% with 67 points earned and 80 points given up to opposition over 2 weeks played. And it's just an easy way for you to keep track of where those numbers are coming from. If you want to look at any of your individual stats, there is this is the same information we just looked at here. So if you go into your players, you can see in here that we had for total points, the FNAA is for and against. So Scott Ladner's in first place right now as an individual shooter with most points earned at 88 points, and he's given up 70 during the course of his matches. He's won 7 of his games and lost 3. Win percentage is 70%. And if you look down here at the break-in runs, there was a break-in run. You can just organize these by clicking on the title. But Damian Dilks had a break-in run, and so did Dale Smith. And then table runs, you had 3 of those. John Stokes, Henry Wright, and Jersey Lipscomb have had those. I don't think we had any win zips calculated. This is like you won every game. Win on breaks don't count for 8 ball. Consecutive wins, we've got Les Finlaw coming in first place with 6 in a row, followed by Mike Boatwright with 5 in a row. And perfect matches is Michael Boatwright here. So he's had 5 consecutive wins and looks like he's shooting at 78%. But in there somewhere in his numbers, he must have had a 5 in a row that got him the perfect match. Also the consecutive win number. And as far as your breakdown for your team, this just shows you by team who the top shooter is in your group. And the player list is just a list of everybody's ratings. You can organize this by rating to see who's where. And your schedule, if you go into the schedule, this not only tells you where you're playing or when your next match is, but it also gives you a history of the score sheets as submitted. So for 5/14 today, for example, Highballs versus a Bag Full of Hammers, if you go in here and click on that link, it'll actually show you the score sheet as submitted in the system. The only discrepancy with this is in the previous week, I had to do an adjustment based on handicaps for a forfeit round. And so the numbers that I had to put in are different than the ones you'll see in the submitted score sheet. They're working on fixing that in future iterations, but I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. In the first week, we had Smoking and Poking versus Bag Full of Hammers. They had a forfeit. And what I have to do is I have to match these forfeit numbers up to get the handicaps to cancel out so that the advantage per round is not this high. For example, I think this actually came down to like a plus 10 maybe, and may have come down in later rounds. But if you look here, this says that they won 249 points. And if you remember in the previous week, they were actually at 244. So there were 5 points that were adjusted out of here based on handicap differences after I adjusted the match. However, online, you see that a different way. You'd see that as the 249 that was submitted. So again, they're going to fix that for you. And if you want to, you can print your schedule out. This will just give you a PDF, and this just shows you where you're playing at. So you just get your team name. So like Smoking and Poking is team number 6, for example. So next week 6 is at 3, 3 is Highballs, and you just have to look at wherever those guys are playing out of. Highballs is playing out of. This is an AJ's Tavern match. Okay, for example. But that's the match report for the week. Hopefully that gives everybody the information that they're looking for. And I will make sure that I post the link to the public information that's out there. And if you have any questions, as always, feel free to give me a call. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Thanks for playing. And hopefully you guys had a great time this weekend. We'll see you in the next match report. Take care. This is TC Mabe with New Jersey Fargo League.